I'm Sarah. I want to demonstrate some neck stretches and low impact exercises that will get you out of your neck pain. So let's start by just sitting tall, crossing the legs. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, curling the chin to chest, round forward. Stretching the fingers out, rounding it up, and stack your bones. We'll twist towards your right side, taking a hinge into the flat back, and then round the rest of the way down, reach. Press your left hip to the mat, curl it up. We'll go over towards your left, flat back, over your knee. Round the rest of the way down, reach. Press through the right hip and curl it up. And I'm going to demonstrate this next one towards the side. You'll cross your other foot in front just to get some variation and stretch. Take your arms out, inhale, exhale, cross the right over your left. Keep twisting your arms until your hands come to the center. My thumbs are facing me. I'm lifting my elbows up, lifting my hands away from my face. Take a big inhale, wide into the shoulders, and exhale, pressing down, getting into the rhomboid stretch. We'll bring your arms out to the side for the other one. Crossing the other arm in front, twisting, really trying to get my thumbs towards the other side of the room. Inhale, lift, exhale, press and feel that wide stretch of the back. Good. Taking that one down, feels amazing. You'll come back to center, reaching over, just connecting the ear to shoulder. Keep reaching with the opposite fingertips out so you get that nice length through the neck. And you want to just make sure this shoulder is back. And you can take this arm whichever way you want. You can bring it behind, and you can even lift that chin a little more towards the corner of the room. Bring it back up, feeling nice and long. Reach up to the other side. Connect the ear to shoulder. Reach out with the fingertips so you can just walk them. Press that shoulder back more. And do what you need to do for your own body there. And bring it back up. Okay, you're gonna take your TheraBand. And I'm just gonna turn towards the side. You can cross the other leg in front. You can also do this on your knees if your hips are bothering you. Pulling the strap and bring it back. So it's right in front of your shoulders when you start. The wrists are long, so make sure they're not like this. They're in line. And so you can do this however many times you want. For me, I'm just gonna do 2 more for this demonstration. And then just a little opening. I'll lift it up towards the ceiling, bend my elbows down, bring it back and lower. Armpits heavy towards the hips. Again, lifting up and wide. You can go wider with your arms. Lift and lower. I'll just do 2 more of this one. Really feeling this in my mid-back. Pull your core in, pull the rib cage together. And then start to angle your arms as you pull. Bring it back and angle. This one is a bit more advanced for the series because you don't want to raise the shoulder at all. I want you to go into that side body connection, into your lat, into the core. And I'll just do 2 more. You can always go wider if that feels a little tight, so you can always pull it a little more. And then taking your hands, just like they were in the beginning, you'll start to rotate the fists towards one another and bring it back to center. And just get that rotation. Feel what that does to your arms and your lats. Your armpits start to feel heavy. Your abs may engage a little more. And I'll just do 1 more here. And then for this last series, I'm going to take it under. And then pull the shoulders down. Press open. This one can be a little bit intense after that series, so just be mindful of what you need. If your arms are hyperextending, you might want to just bend the elbows just a little bit. 2 more of those, and you really feel it. And take it down. We'll come onto your hands and knees. And this one's gonna feel nice and juicy after that series. So you'll just bring your shoulder blades together, bring your chest down to the ground, and then exhale, pressing away. So my low back is not moving here. It's just my thoracic spine, mid-back area, what we're targeting to get strong through the body. Shoulders are away from ears. And just for the sake of this, I'm gonna do one more. And I'm gonna take my right hand, reach it up towards my ear, bend and stretch. I'm trying to keep my weight as even as possible in my knees. Watching that your arm doesn't sink down, so I'm still trying to reach even behind my ear as I reach it up. My side lat is really pulling. And I'll do one more. And then bring it back down. And going right into the other side. Reaching up, pull it in, stretch it out. So you keep going. I'm just gonna twist your arm so you can see. In and out. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm not sinking that arm. I'm keeping it lifted. Engaging my left lat. So that side of your body is gonna feel nice and tight. And that's good news because it's gonna keep your shoulders out of your ears, give you some nice posture. Try to bring the chin to your chest so you feel really long through the spine. I'll just do one more here and then bring it down. After that next one, curl through the back. Take it with your hips. So adding the lower back into this exercise and then lifting up, get a stretch through the whole front of the body. Exhale, pressing the mat. Inhale, open. Think about length through the front, not a crunch through the low. And curl. Get even deeper, press your palms into the mat. Pull. We'll do one more. Think about emptying the lungs. Keeping the weight forward in your hands. Press and return. Okay, you'll take your TheraBand and you're gonna bring it right underneath your arms. Right palm presses to it. You'll take your left, pull it out to the side. So you're doing this T-shaped motion with the TheraBand. And for this video, I'm just gonna do 5 total. It can be really intense too, depending on your TheraBand. Bring it to the back. You can always pull a little lower, a little more, hold. Start to pulse the arm up. I'm really feeling this through my tricep and my lat. Shoulder for 2 and 1. So I just did 5 there and I'm really feeling it. Take a curl. Just be nice to yourself. If you need a stretch, pull it underneath, press onto that shoulder and just kind of open up the back. Breathe into it. Adding heaviness into the body, into the breath, is always gonna get there for what you need. So take your left hand to the TheraBand so it stays flat. Grab onto it and bring it out to the side. I'll do one more here, pulling armpit to hip, and then bring it straight back. My abs are pulled up and in, palms facing the ceiling. Holding it there, little pulses into the back, into the shoulder. Watch if you're knocking the wrist, and bring it down. Curl through the spine. And you'll take that away. Okay, we're gonna sit all the way down. Bring your feet in front of you. And your hands will come right behind your head, drawing your spine straight. So I'm pulling in my chin, feeling super long here. And I'm just gonna hinge back slightly. As I hinge back, my hips are heavy. Trying to pull my ribs together, draw the shoulders down, then bring it back to center. So I'm lifting up and out of my waistline, pull together, hinge, and then bring it back. That's enough for now because I don't want to go too much in your hips. You're going to still keep that length. Pull the chin to chest, round forward. Nice and slow. You're just giving yourself a little bit of gravity pull. Forehead drops to your knees. You're getting a huge neck stretch. And then slowly keep your head down, rounding through the spine. Use the breath. Exhale. Stacking yourself up and maybe getting a little pressure into the head. Taking one more time there. Heels are heavy. Curl the chin to chest round. Letting your arms just be a guidance to your head so you're not pressing. Maybe you'll go a little deeper here. Exhale as you come up. Stretch almost like you're pulling your ponytail forward. Feels so good through the paraspinals, the muscles that separate the spine. And bring it back up. And you'll bring your arms down. Roll through the shoulders. You'll take your feet slightly apart. Bring your hands almost to like a diamond shape so that you can fit that in between your legs. You might go a little wider if you need to. Really press down on the ground to start to engage the core. So as if you're trying to drill a hole into the ground without raising the shoulders, and then keep that pressure as you slide your arms forward, just connecting to your low belly, flex your feet, and then keep pressing it. Now it's oppositionally. You're pulling the arms towards your body. Really finding the low abs. And we'll do that once more. Inhale, exhale, pull in, curl and round. Press on the ground. Keep pressing something down and away. Pull into the belly button. And resist. Curl through as you come up. Drawing the armpits to hips, round it through, roll your shoulders back. Okay, this next one we're going to take a hand towel. So it's nice and long. You'll fold it and then come onto your back. The hand towel is coming underneath your neck. So you'll feel where this feels good for you. For me, it feels good right along the edge of my head and neck. And I'm just gonna, nice and slow, press the towel and return. So I'm pulling the towel apart and just letting my head drop into the towel. Just with that upper spine. Getting a little mobility. And right where my ponytail is, that's where I want to bring this towel, so it's a little difficult. So for this one, I suggest hair down or high pony. And of course, if you don't have long hair, that's even better. You'll hold it up here, and then from this position, you're just nice and free. So most people here, when they have their arms behind your head, they're just pressing too much and they're straining their neck. But when you can drop into the towel, I'm really working my arms, which is great. But I'm opening my mouth a little bit, so I just find that release. You can give yourself a little stretch here, if it permits. If not, just hold your neck up, and you can start to go into little toe taps with the legs to get into your core. Yep, and watch, you're gonna wanna strain your neck. You're gonna wanna squeeze into your neck. Don't do that, just relax it. You can lift up higher, don't be afraid. You can bring both legs together. You can dip it down and lift up. Really put the pressure in your head to get that oppositional pull so that the core is forced to turn on. Using your own resistance. And you can do as many things as you want from that position. I'm gonna now do it without the towel. So I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head. Same idea. I'm pressing my head heavy into my hands, just lifting up, opening my mouth a little bit to make sure I'm not pulling my neck, and then extend out with the legs. So my heels are together, toes apart. Now I have this oppositional pull with the energy through my feet energy through my head. And I can lower the legs there using my stomach and lengthen. I'm even shaking here because it's so great, right, for this lower belly to lift. I'm finding the neutral spine, so I'm dropping my tailbone, shoulders down my spine. And I'm just gonna do one more, but you can always go into a twist, right? And now the head is nice and heavy on your hands. You can do whatever you want from this position in Pilates. So you'll bring it in, grab on. This just gives you a nice hip stretch. And let's come all the way up. If you have a Pilates ball, you can grab that or a pillow and just bring it right between your knees. You'll bring your weights close. And then you'll take your hands behind your head. So we just did all that work with the neck lifting up. We're gonna lengthen it back. So you pull the belly button, the spine, hinging back, drawing the ribcage together, drawing the shoulders down. I'm really tight in my core from that last exercise, and then lift it back up. So instead of crunching the low back and lengthening my whole body, trying to get a little squeeze in my inner thighs and tightness in my glutes to really support everything happening. Length through the front of my thighs and quads. And one more here. And then just grab your weights and come up. So you're gonna start to hinge back and then just drawing the right elbow down, lift it back up and left. So I still have that long shape. Now the only thing that's changing is I'm pulling my armpit to my hip so much to draw my lats down and strong. Good, once you hit there, you'll rotate, bring it up. So you can do variations here. Good, and I'll just do one more on each side. Really try to feel the right side of my body and the left side of my body. And bring it down. You can roll the shoulders back here. Again, doing many things from this position. You can always go back with the arms. Yep, so you can do a few here. Really working upper body. And also the core is always going to be involved in Pilates. So let's now take a seat. And I'm just going to face the back so you can see. You'll take angel arms with a slight bend to your elbows. So you'll bring it up, drawing your shoulders down and open it back out. Rotating through the shoulders, lift and open and lower. Find the exhale as you lift up. And feeling that drop. Good, and I'll just do one more here. Chin in and down. So a lot of times, especially in that one, we want to go here with our head. And I think that's a lot of times what we're programmed to do as people is just always lift our chin up. You want it in. So you want this flat spine as if this is a third wall right behind you and you're pressing against it. You want that double chin feeling because it's better for your spine. And let's just take a nice stretch for the upper back after all of that work. So we're gonna separate the knees, walk your hands out in front of you, and find a child's pose. Hyperextended child's pose is what I call it. You'll send the hips back and bring your chest all the way to the ground. So I'm really feeling that connection of my mid-back. And I'm trying to bring my chin to the ground also. And then just breathe into that. So for this exercise, the chin is not in, it's open to get that stretch. And it can go really deep. Let's walk it back up. Just take a nice oppositional in that tabletop and curl. Just to loosen up those muscles. And we are gonna do it one more time for a little more intense stretch. So you'll walk your hands out, rotate the palms, and try to open your thumbs to the outsides of the room. Try to bring the spine down.
Bring your chest down and try to lift your chin on top of the mat. It is like a major stretch. And then walk it back to a true child's pose. I'm gonna bring my knees together to get the low back stretch. Curling chin to chest, reaching. And rounding it all the way up. Roll your shoulders back. So these are just a few things that you can do to get out of your neck pain, more into your core strength, more into your lats, so that you can be free to do whatever you want and not be in pain and get this length through the neck. Bye.